What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Cool with Cool Kicks. We are back for another video, guys, and we're here for something different, you guys. We are here to look at these things, you guys. Know everybody loves these. So far, this seems to be the hypest sneaker of the year, or the sneaker that got the most hype this year so far. Maybe the trophy room's got a little more hype, but none of us really stood a chance to get those. At least with these, we did get a chance, and these just look freaking amazing. Love some of the colors. I'm just a huge fan of these, guys. So yeah, let's talk about these. We're gonna do this video slightly different than most of the reviews. We are gonna take a look at these sneakers. We will compare them to the University Blues, because that's the comparison that everybody and their mom is making. So I don't know, I'll show you guys both, let you guys make a decision on what you guys prefer. And then we are gonna talk about what steps that I took to secure however many I secured, because I did come up. I did get super blessed with these. So let's get this video started, you guys. So let's take a look at these, you guys. Does have the classic Jordan 1 outsole. Seems like a light gray color. I love the fact that just the outsole has that gray color. The midsole is a white. Just love that little subtle difference. The toe guard as well as the heel cup, it is made of some suede. Not the greatest feeling suede, I'm not gonna lie, but it looks so freaking amazing. The tie-dye look, the stressed denim look, the weathered look, it just looks freaking amazing. So let's compare this to one of our recent releases. I think most people talked about how the suede on the Toro 5s feels okay and just not that soft. Yeah, the Hyper Royals, even less softer, you guys, even less softer. I closed my eyes and I actually did a comparison, and I'm gonna be honest, these are actually a little bit rougher. Hopefully that does mean that this is a little more durable, but obviously we don't know quite yet. But we'll see, you guys, we'll see. It does look freaking amazing. Is there too much light? Is there not enough light? Amazing, you guys. That's with a lot of light on it, less light. It don't matter. It don't matter. Just amazing, you guys. Toe box does have a textured buck leather with the signature holes on it. Has a good amount of texture, but not too textured in my opinion. Not the softest. It is a white leather, not the softest in my opinion. But the white looks super clean. The side panel does have traditional white leather. It's alright. It's alright. Not super thick, not super thin. Jordan 1 white leather, to be really honest. That's kind of what I expect on a Jordan 1 white leather. Where the material gets the greatest in quality is this check mark. I guess I would call it a suede. A really short hair suede. I guess that would make it a nubuck. Very short hair nubuck. Also shares the same material up top as well. And this is just the best feeling portion of the entire sneaker. Sucks because that's probably the least, probably the area where you're least gonna touch the sneaker. The tongue is a standard nylon tongue, kind of generic, nothing too different than most of the Nikes. Does have the classic Nike Air tag, like most other Jordan High OGs, and it is I don't know what kind of blue that is. Is that a racer blue? That also matches the second set of laces that do come. Do look at the lace bag. No colors on the lace bag or anything. Just a regular, I don't know, Ziploc bag. Does have the white wing logo on there. So in the insole, we do have that matching racer blue colorway of a Nike Air logo. Then it has the standard size 10 tag on it. Does have a pretty cool little touch that I did not notice initially. Pretty much all the stitching throughout the entire sneaker is that racer blue color. So when you do throw that racer blue shoelaces on, definitely will match the stitching. I don't know who's really gonna notice, but yeah, that is a small little detail that is pretty cool. For all the mediocrity of the materials on here, the colors are just freaking amazing. The look is just amazing. I'm curious on how it, I don't know, I'm curious on how the materials hold up. That's what I'm curious about. I haven't really had a chance to have the turbo greens in my hands, but this looks exactly like a turbo green from afar. I haven't done a side-by-side comparison, and I think I'm gonna have to borrow one of my friends' turbo greens to do this comparison. But yeah, the materials mediocre, but the look is just fantastic. That's pretty much a summary. All right, so we are gonna do a quick little comparison. These are the natural things to compare because these are the two hypest releases of the year so far. Both of them do have a university blue color to them, and both of them are just freaking dope, freaking insane dope. I was lucky enough to get my hands on both of these. I have been blessed. You can see how tumbled the leather is on that university blue, and then just a lack of texture on the Hyper Royals. On the side, the leather on this is just so much thicker and just so much more plush. You can just really feel the finger going through. Just super amazing. Like I mentioned earlier, just average Jordan 1 hide leather. The material on the toe box as well as the heel cup, just super smooth, super buttery. It is a short hair. Is it a short hair nubuck or short hair suede? You can see the hair moving side to side. I think it is showing up on camera. That is just fun to do all day. This is a suede material and ain't nothing moving, ain't nothing, yeah, it's really not going anywhere. The black portion up top, the leather is just really nice on this. It does have that tumbled texture. It is nice and thick. Just feels good all around. This one also does feel really good. Similar in thickness. Obviously the material is significantly different. Just a quick comparison on material, you guys. The look, it's just all gonna depend on what you're into. You either prefer this or you either prefer this. To be honest with you, I think you can't really go wrong. You just really can't go wrong. Both of them are just fire. To be honest, for most people, it's whatever you're going to be able to get your hands on. If you're able to get your hands on this, this is the most fire sneaker of the year. If you're able to get your hands on this, most fire sneaker of the year. I did get both. The materials significantly better on here. Look significantly better. I don't know about significantly. Look is slightly better on here. These also are just a lot more unique. Like the color, the gray just really makes it amazing. I don't know what to say, guys. I've been saying this one all weekend. I have been saying it, but that's just because this is the latest sneaker and I'm just mesmerized by how great they are and how rare they are too, because these are significantly more rare. But you know what? The more I feel this, like, it's just amazing. The materials are amazing. This is a classic colorway. This will never get played out. These are just going to be dope, and I try not to be mesmerized by all the hype and stuff like that. So you know what? I'm going to change my mind, and I'm going to have to say, hey, you know what? The UNCs are slightly doper. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. All right, so I guess I gave the University Blues a higher rating than this one. It's super close, you guys. You know, we're talking about maybe 10 stars versus 9.8 stars. But if you have either, you're going to be happy with both. You really are. They're just both amazing. So that is a look at the Hyper Royal Jordan 1s, you guys, and our comparison with the University Blue Jordan 1s. So let's talk about what brought me here and how kind of things worked out for me, guys. Yeah, I did come up on a few of these. Originally, I wasn't even going to talk about them, you guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't going to talk about them. You know, this isn't a hypebeast channel. This isn't like something where, hey, I have to get every new release, because I have skipped, you know, a decent number of new releases. I don't want to be the hypebeast that shows off, hey, all the dope stuff that I've gotten and all that type of stuff. But the reason I'm going to show you guys what I did come up on and how blessed I've been and how lucky I did get with this drop, because I want to show you guys how far we've come on this channel when initially I had access to 000 hype stuff to having access to some of the most limited stuff and the most highly demanded sneakers of the year. And another reason I wanted to talk about the sneaker and how I came up is I want us all to learn from how the drops went and how I scored on all these, so hopefully we can use some of that information for the future. All right, so this all started, 10 days ago when I had exclusive access. I wasn't aware that I had exclusive access until freaking first thing in the morning. It was under my second account. I do have 2 Nike accounts. It was under my second account. I don't really check that account often, but I've learned that, hey, I need to check both accounts whenever there's exclusive access opportunities. So I did go ahead and check that in the morning. I checked on my phone. Actually, there was nothing. I checked on my computer, and on the computer, it did show that I had exclusive access. I tried on the computer. A bunch of error messages came out. I believe approximately 10 times error messages came out under the men's as well as grade school. So I pretty much thought it was an L. I checked on the phone. On the phone sneakers app under the same account, there was nothing. It wouldn't let me access anything. So I was like, all right, that sucked. 2 years of working on sneakers app. First exclusive access, and that was just terrible. So I posted it on Instagram. Y'all can see right here. I did post that bad boy on Instagram. I did talk about, hey, this sucks. First time, and I was heartbroken. And to be honest, I left. I don't remember if I took a nap, I don't know what, but I was done for the day. It wasn't until after my live stream with you guys where I happened to check that app and I had seen that it was actually purchased. And I was like, what the F? And it was crazy because it actually showed that I had purchased both a men's pair as well as a GS pair. So I went from having 0 to 2 freaking pairs. I was like, what the hell? So yeah, got a couple of dubs. Yes. So I was blessed with the size 10.5. And those of you guys that do follow Bosco's channel, yes, that was my pair. I did ask him to not disclose whose pair that was, because like I said, originally I wasn't even gonna share. When I posted how I took L's, I had exclusive access, I took L's. So many people had their hearts broken, and you guys were so nice to me. And I know so many people have taken L's on these. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I felt bad even sharing that, hey, I came up on a bunch of pairs. Like I said, I'm not a freaking hypebeast. I'm not like, hey, I got freaking 18 pairs where you guys didn't get nothing. It really broke my heart to hear of all of you guys getting L's. And I really felt freaking crappy for being able to win multiple pairs. So I really wasn't gonna say anything, but I was like, hey, you know what? Let's take this as a learning opportunity, and hopefully, you know, the next time there's a hype drop, we can all take some of these lessons and hopefully we can all get some dubs next time. The second pair that I did get, size 6.5, and that was one of the exclusive access pairs. I think the last box that I got from Nike did not have the JDI tape on it, but both of these have the JDI tape on it. So I don't know if it depends on where it comes from. I don't know, I'm lost. All right, so today I did do a pickup. One of my boys did help me out with a pair. Y'all saw the efforts that I took. Y'all saw all the raffles that I did hit up. I did hit up 7 different places, all shoe palaces. Did not get dubs on that, but my boy did bless me with a size 10. And yeah, these are, you know, they're dope. So I did go to 6 shoe palaces, and then I also did a chic, but I had 2 different devices, so I did 2 different raffles there. So Derek and Crystal, they hit up, I don't know how many stores, but Crystal took the day off of work and they hit up plenty of shops. They were able to get a dub. That was pretty dope. I was more excited that they got a dub than me, because yeah, they put a bunch of work in and whatnot. We did see them on Melrose, and they kind of explained to me what their situation was, so that was really dope. I heard from Favis1, 85 tickets. I don't know if I'm assuming like these are 2 tickets, but 85 tickets didn't hit any at any Shoe Palace. That was kind of insane. I did forget to take screenshots, but there were a couple other people that did take some dubs. So it does seem like Shoe Palace does have some decent raffles or has legit raffles. The problem is there are 1,500 other people that are putting in tickets. So, you know, you break that up into sizes and stuff like that, you still have, what, a 1% chance, maybe a 0.5% chance of hitting on each specific raffle. So the numbers just aren't big. So even if you go to 10, 15, even 20 freaking different raffles, if each one gives you 1%, you're only getting a 20% chance to win, which means 80% chance that you are gonna lose, you guys. There's an 80 freaking percent chance you're gonna lose, even if you hit up 20 spaces. Even if you go to 20 freaking Shoe Palaces, you guys, that's the problem. That's the problem. That's why it's difficult. That's why I still tried. But like plenty of people, I failed. And with the Chic raffles, their raffles are done in app. We know that's legit because the computer does it. You know what I'm saying? Unless someone messes with the computer or freaking is shady on the computer, but I'm pretty sure the computer is going to be legit. Once again, so many people entering, chances are just really low, you guys. And that's why prior I did say, hey, I'm retiring from these bad boys, but I did do it just because, man, it's just like you have to put in the effort, you know what I'm saying? Because if you sit at home, you're not gonna win. That's why. So I had to do it, and unfortunately, didn't pay off too much. But like I said, I am glad to hear that, hey, there are people that did win. It does show that plenty of them are legit. I didn't hit up any finish line raffles or JD Sports raffles, and that is a good thing because they ended up canceling all of them because they are going back on the app. They said it was going to go back on the app as of a couple days ago, but then it got taken off the app. So it looks like they're going to push it back onto like the Flex app. So you can wait patiently for those. So the last pair that I did come up on, it was on release day. I did wake up at 6 in the morning, a full hour early before the freaking raffle took place, the sneakers raffle, as well as all the other raffles or systems or whatever the heck I was trying to get into. The first thing I did was hit up sneaker Twitter. They had all kinds of information about who's selling them and when to get on and all that type of stuff. They had all kinds of good information. I've mentioned on numerous occasions, you have to follow sneaker Twitter, you have to follow J23 app, and you have to follow Soul Links. I think Soul Links and J23 app are on Instagram, and then Sneaker Twitter is on Twitter. So I've been telling you guys that. Hopefully you guys are following them. Hopefully you guys have social media. If you don't, you're way behind. So I woke up a full hour early because the information on who was releasing them had changed so much. I was actually going to create a how to cop video, but I'm glad I didn't because Dick's Sporting Goods, they ended up taking their stuff off. Finish Line and JD Sports, they ended up changing all kinds of information about whether they'd have an in-store raffle and all that type of stuff. So a lot of the information had changed, and that's why I got up a full hour early so I can try to get as much information before I hit the raffles. So on the morning of, as I've always said, sneakers should be the last ditch effort. Sneakers should never be number one. Sneakers should never be number two. There should be all kinds of efforts, and then you should try sneakers at the end. And I think I did a really good job explaining this in a bunch of my lives, as well as my how to cop limited sneakers video. That's right there. Where's it? Right there. Either way, I saw JD Sports, I saw Finish Line, I saw Hibbett Sports, and then those are the three that I concentrated on. Usually my go-to is Dick's Sporting Goods, but Dick's Sporting Goods had pushed back the release, or they canceled the release, so I had to go with a few other ones that I might stand a chance on. I had really stayed away from Finish Line as well as JD Sports, but last week the Toro 5s, I had heard that people were hitting on JD Sports as well as Finish Line, so I adjusted my plan. I changed what I did and moved on, you guys. I adapted. I tried something new because what I was doing was not working. I wasn't hitting on Jack, to be honest, on release day. So I said, hey, let's try Finish Line. Let's try JD Sport. Both of them have a queue system. I know that. I've seen it. I've ran away from it. So I did get on the queue. Both of the queues actually started, I think, right before 7. JD Sports started approximately 1 minute before, and then Finish Line started probably like 3 or 4 minutes before. So I did start those queues. I kept refreshing just to see when the queue would start. So then I did spend some time on, did I say Hibbits? Did I say Hibbits or did I say DTLR? Whatever. But I did spend right when it turned 7, I spent time on that one. I spent a time on that. Shoe Palace is the worst site to get on. Shoe Palace is the worst site to get on. In my history, or what I've seen and what I've heard, all the flex apps were terrible on release day. So I stayed away from those as well. But I concentrated my attention on Hibbits. Everything was sold out within 3 seconds. So I was like, all right, let's move my attention. Let's move my attention. I probably spent a good 30 seconds on that. It said sold out, various sizes. We're done, time to move on. So by that point, I already had 2 queues up. I already had those bad boys up. I'm like, you know what? I'm already in the queue. Let's start with sneakers. Let's go to sneakers. So I tried sneakers on 2 separate phones. Both of the phones have different delivery addresses. Both of them have 2 separate people. Both of them have 2 separate credit cards. One's on the Wi-Fi, one's not on the Wi-Fi, so the IP addresses don't match. So I gave those a try, and those were pending. Boom, put them on the side. The next step was, hey, you know what? I'm waiting on freaking JD Sports as well as Finish Line. So you know what? They have apps, so let me mess with their app. Bam, let's go. So I'm already on the wait screen on both. So I'm like, you know what? I can afford to try different things on here to see if something will work, because I'm already in the queue right there. So I started pressing, I believe, I'm gonna be honest, I don't freaking remember exactly what I did. I think I pushed the back screen, I think I pushed the back button, and then I kept, I remember after you push back, the wait screen would come back. So I think I kept seeing down, which recycles, reloads. I think I did that like 5 times. And then after like the 5th time I was able to get in, I was like, what the heck? What the hell? I've never ever once gotten in on Finish Line. So I ended up making an order, and I know it's 1 per limit and I don't want them to cancel my order. So I was done. I was like, cool. Now let me try JD Sports. So once I got into JD Sports, I was able to get in. I don't know how, but I was able to get in all of a sudden. So while both of my computer screens were in the queue, I got on both of them in my phones, and that's when I actually put it out on Instagram that, hey, it's still working. And I was actually paying attention on Twitter that, hey, people are still hidden, whatever, all that stuff. After I had posted on Instagram that, hey, it still might work, I gave it another try for a good 15 more minutes, and then eventually we were cooked. And by then, I already got my 2 L's on sneakers, or my 4 L's on sneakers, because 2 GS, 2 kids. And that was a wrap. And that is for one of the homies who has helped me out like crazy. I did promise him that I would try to go for a pair for him, and he is lucky as hell. You are lucky as hell that I did come through. Hopefully we do get the delivery. I did check, and supposedly it's in process, or the shipping or something. So yeah, I'll let you know when that comes through. So pretty much by opening day, I did end up with 4 pairs. That's kind of freaking crazy. It really is freaking insane. Other than the University Blues, this is the first time I've ever come up like this. And the crazy thing is with the University Blues, that was on the Flex app. And the Flex app, we've had success. Bosco and I, we have had success. We found our groove on that now. We kind of know how the system works. We've been catching dubs on that. So I was kind of surprised, but not crazy surprised, especially when they had 4 separate drops. With this is all before Flex. So I'm kind of curious to see what happens when Flex comes out. If I can eke out 1 more pair, a size 5. I'm going for a size 5 GS. That's the only thing I really, really need. That's what I'm going for, and we're gonna have to see what happens. We're gonna have to see what happens, you guys, because that's kind of insane. It's kind of insane. I don't even know how to react, you guys, because like I said, I'm really heartbroken that everybody else took L's. Unfortunately, I'm not able to help all of you guys, or I'm not even able to help many of you guys. So you know, it really does break my heart. But I don't, like I said, I don't even know how to react, because I've never really taken dubs like this before, so it is kind of crazy. I did want to spend a quick minute on talking about networking when you are trying to get a hookup at a sneaker shop. And I don't even like to use the word networking. I am trying to use the word like developing friendships, because the homie that did hook me up. I nobody knows who that is, and it's because I'm trying to get nobody in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like I keep my mouth shut. You know, I help him out, he helps me out, and it kind of works itself out. You know what I'm saying? But I did want to reiterate a few things. Did I even say that right? But yeah, I did want to clarify a few things, because we've been talking about this in my live streams. I also talked about this in my how to cop limited sneakers video. Is that the wrong side again? This side? I don't know. So yeah, I did talk about that, but it's all about just building rapport, you guys. Building rapport, making conversation, and just getting to know people. You make small talk, you make small talk, you make small talk, and small talk is really easy when it comes to sneakerheads, because we talk about sneakers. Hey, that's a dope pair of sneakers you got on. Hey, last time you had this, now you got this. You know, it's super easy. Knowing people's names, that's a big thing, you guys. Just remembering someone's name. Hey, that fool remembered my name. Cool. Makes people feel special, and it makes people feel like you care, you know, instead of just hounding them for information. You know, we can't be too thirsty. We can't just go in expecting people to give us information when you don't know anything about them. You know, they get 100 people a day trying to ask them about sneakers, trying to get information from them. Everybody thinking they're their best friends and stuff like that. You really have to genuinely care about people and show them that, hey, you're a person. You're a person, and you're not just a customer. Hey, I'm here to see how your day's going, you know, and we can get to know each other and that type of stuff. So once you get past the small talk stage, you know, obviously the friendship or the camaraderie or whatever, it's gonna develop, you guys. It's gonna develop, and then eventually you can get into big talk. Small talk leads to big talk. You know, you can eventually get to the, hey, can I help you with something? Is there any sneaker that you've been looking for? Instead of asking, you know, you can ask them, hey, what have you been looking for? And then maybe you can come through and help them out. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to work on everybody. Some people are just going to get what they need. But hopefully at one point you can kind of gauge whether they're an a-hole or whether, you know, there's someone that you actually want to work with and that you're kind of developing rapport with and stuff. You should be able to gauge that. With my homie, I'm gonna be honest, I never once asked him for a thing, ever. And I've been talking to him for about a year. And I never once asked him for a favor or anything. I asked him, hey, how can I help you? You know, I told him, hey, I already know you got your hands on everything. I know you have hookups. Are there any sneakers that you haven't been able to get your hands on? So yeah, building friendships, going from small talk to big talk, and then you guys can eventually talk about stuff in the future, but just work on building a small rapport or small relationship. Just get to know their names, get to know them as people, and then eventually you can get into the bigger things, you know what I'm saying? All right, guys, I have no clue how long this video is. I hope you guys made it to the end. Thank you so much for making it to the end, and since I'm talking to you, I guess you did make it to the end, but definitely appreciate you making it to the end. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if the information was any good. Let me know if this is just all grade school level stuff, or if this actually does make sense and it is actually useful. Hopefully this information is useful. If it is, please let me know so I know to make other videos in the future as such, and we can get into different things and whatnot. But hopefully this information is useful. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure you help your boy. Make sure you press that like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, join the family. Make sure you press that subscribe button. Click on that notification bell too, because I do drop a ton of videos pretty much every day. And hopefully they're interesting videos as this, or if this isn't interesting, I'll move on to other videos. But yeah, you know, I'll be back with another one because that's what I do here. Thanks so much for joining, you guys. See you guys next one. Peace.